Birthdays are a big event in dementia units, and staff go to a lot of effort actually to make them as celebratory as possible, with banners all around the room and confetti and lovely balloons and cards with signatures from all the staff, maybe a gift, etc. And hopefully in the mail a bunch of flowers will arrive from a son overseas, or a gift from a friend, or a card from a girlfriend. An elderly girlfriend often comes on the birthday. So all of this is read out in a special time all round for the birthday of the person who's, reached that ultimate age of 80 or 90 or 100 even. So there's always the hope that family will arrive. And they often do, but sometimes they don't. And for those residents that don't have family arrive on their special birthdays, then staff actually go all out to make it as significant and happy as they can for that person. And relatives are also very good as well. Regular visiting relatives who know the person and know it's their birthday and it's apparent that no family will be turning up for the birthday, then they will help out, they'll either give them a kiss on the cheek or a little pat on the back or happy birthday, or for, the afternoon tea if they've come with an afternoon tea, a special afternoon tea for their relative, say, coffees and muffins, say, then they'll ask the person whose birthday it is to join them so that they can have a celebratory time as well, congratulating them all the way and having nice banter and conversation. It's all support. And anyway, for the person who has, turned that great age without any other friends or family around, the unit becomes their family, the staff become their family, the visitors, the carers, the nurses, the laundry girls, the cleaners. It's a large family, and those that interact and are resilient enough to interact can still have a quality of life, even though others, more familiar friends and family aren't there for them. It's very sad, of course, but the human spirit is pretty strong and indomitable. It's amazing how it can rise even in the most challenging circumstances. So say, for example, you're a son and it's your mother's birthday. She's turned 90 and you've come from overseas, especially for the birthday. You've been there all week and you've been going to lunch with your mother to check out how she's managing, how she's eating, what she's enjoying, and to get to know the other ladies at her table. So say, for example, her next door neighbour is at the dining table with her, then you can start to communicate with her, make friends with her, to hopefully help your mother become more sociable, because she's a quiet lady. She's only really interacted with her family and she hasn't really been very social. So now being in a big dementia unit with 30 other people, excuse me, is a massive challenge, and you're aware of that. And as you are social and you like chatting to elderly people, you've been going for lunch pretty much each day that week to socialise with the ladies, keep your mother company and hopefully buoy things along a bit so that your mother, who's only been in the unit for a month, can integrate and interact with the other women and make friends, be part of the community, and hopefully have a better quality of life than what she's been having the last month, as she's been quite anxious and depressed, living in this new foreign place. So you've found that the meals at the dementia unit are very good. She's enjoying the meals. There's great variety compared to how she was living at home on practically nothing. She never used to cook. She was never much of a cook anyway. And since your father's died, she's given up cooking practically, altogether. But now she's at the unit, there's quite a few things that she likes, especially the breakfast. She's always liked porridge, hot porridge with cream or milk and sugar. That's putting on a bit of weight, and she is putting on weight. She's starting to get a bit of colour back in her cheeks, in fact. I think she's put on 1 kilogram or 2 since she's been at the unit, so you're very happy with that. And you've made friends with her next door neighbour, who's a lovely lady. She's been at the unit for more than a year. So she knows the other ladies at the unit, she knows the staff, she's quite social herself. So that's a great thing, because she's befriended your mother, which will mean that your mother can get to know the other ladies in the unit as well. So all round, that's a very positive thing. But today is the special day. The day's arrived. Today's the special day for your mother. She's turned 90. So you've come to the unit, all the happy birthday regalia's happened, everyone said happy birthday. She's got the birthday card from all the residents and balloons are everywhere, etc. And you're going for an afternoon tea with friends and family for that afternoon for her 90th birthday. Very special event. And she's all dressed up. You're pretty fussy about how you like women to dress. So you put out the clothes, especially with a note on it, clothes for the 90th birthday, and you'd gone all out, and you took a bit of a risk and bought a dress and thought that it would fit your mother and look nice on her, and it actually worked. It's a nice not light pink, salmon pink dress, similar to the gear that she used to wear. You knew her size, she's always been the same size, and she's short, so it wasn't too difficult to buy. The lady at the shop helped you anyway, and you bought this dress and you bought it to Mum and said, look Mum, I bought this dress for your 90th birthday. I think you might quite like it and I think it will suit you. She was very happy with that. Anyway, she put it on, it looks really lovely. Pink lipstick, and you made sure that she got her hair set that morning at the hairdresser at the village. You got that appointment organised. She was looking bright and perky and smiling, and yeah, all was going well, and you were feeling a lot less anxious than what you were feeling at the beginning of the week, coming in to see Mum all bereft. You weren't quite sure how you'd handle it. But anyway, you were getting through things, she was picking up, you were calmer, things were on the rise. So anyway, you picked Mum up, you had your lunch, normal lunch at the dementia unit, and the birthday party was going to be at your sister's place, the 90th birthday party. You were picking up a friend of your mother's on the way, her good old friend from the neighbourhood. She was 89 or something and still living on her own. Unbelievable. Anyway, you went and picked her up. Your mother was so happy to see her. Went to your sister's place, and your sister, who, she doesn't visit Mum as much as what you'd like, but she's a good cook, and she laid out this great big birthday cake and all the muffins and savouries and lemingtons and brandy snaps and everything that everyone liked, trifle, and a really big spread. And all the family were there and all the grandchildren, and everyone was happy. You know, it was a Saturday, 10th of June, 90th birthday for your mother. It was a Saturday, so there was no school on, and all the children and grandchildren and everyone was there. They were so happy to see your mother, and she absolutely loved it. Lots of photos for the photo album, and, you know, everything went very well all round. I mean, your mother isn't really speaking that well. I mean, you know, she does get confused with her speaking, but she's got a glorious smile, and she was really happy. And just that smile and her warm expression and being so happy to see everyone was the best communication out, actually. She didn't need to say very much except, thank you, dear, things like that. So anyway, you were there for a couple of hours, and it was a great success. You were so pleased that you'd come to be with your mother, and it all worked out very well. The next day you were going back to Sydney, which you were a bit sort of sad about how you'd manage that and how your mother would manage. But anyway, for the moment, the present moment, which you were working on that, in the present, your mother was happy, you'd had a fabulous birthday, lots of photos, everyone had greeted and meted and loved seeing her. So it was a wonderful experience and a very happy birthday and a lovely celebratory event. So I've written these two books, The Resident's Voice and A Resident's Rise. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Pieta Valentine, a former physiotherapist, and these two books in the description below and on Amazon are everything you need to know to be able to help your relative coming into a dementia unit and to settle in and manage living in a dementia unit. So it's light reading, a novel for the first half, and then positive practical techniques for the second half. So if you're a reader, It's ebook, soft cover and hardcover. So Amazon or my website, pietavalentine.com. Thank you for your looks and likes and subscriptions. Thank you.